Well, some of the viewers out there, like Sean and Debbie and I don't know who else, they don't like my coverage of the Darrell Brooks trial. They say they don't think that I watched the trial from beginning to end. I didn't watch the trial from beginning to end. I don't have that kind of time. I'm an attorney. Oh my gosh, I am? Yeah, I'm an attorney. So that's something that I am that you probably aren't. No offense, but I'm just saying. And it doesn't mean that I'm better than you. It just means that I'm looking at a trial and I'm giving my insights, not just as a YouTuber. But in any event, I appreciate comments. I do. Sean's been commenting on a lot of videos, and I appreciate him watching and his comments. But I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to be very candid here. I'm going to be very honest. This is not about Debbie. I don't know Debbie from, Debbie Gibson. But Sean is a regular. And when regulars... This should be the title of the video. When regulars criticize, it stings. When regulars criticize, it stings. It really does. He didn't say, hey, Christian, you're a bald-headed nincompoop. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You should close your YouTube channel. You should find a train, not to get on, but to sit in front of. Your channel sucks. He didn't say any of that stuff. He just said, I don't think you watched the full trial or something like that. If you would, you wouldn't have said this. Now that doesn't seem like an unreasonable thing. I mean, it's a perfectly good opinion, but because he's a regular, it stung. I responded like 3 or 4 different times, and I erased a comment and put a different one. I tried to, at first I was angry, but then I tried to sound like I didn't care. Then of course I said, if you don't like it, you can leave, that sort of thing, which is stupid. I don't want him to leave. But the point is that when regulars criticize, it stings. I'm serious. It's one of those things because, you have a regular, you want them to accept you. You want them to like what you do. In other words, you could have a video that could have 1,000 views or the view of one regular. And if that regular leaves a comment and says, good job, then it's better than getting 1,000 views or 5,000 views. It's a pretty big deal. At the same time, though, a regular cannot soften up to the point to a channel where they can't tell that channel the truth. Like Sean can't, it would not be a good thing if Sean became like such a huge supporter of the channel that if he saw a video that he just totally didn't like and thought was absolute crap, that he couldn't criticize it because he would feel like he was somehow, not as loyal to the channel or not as good of a friend or that sort of thing. So that's also not good. I'm not advocating that because that's not good. That's not even, that's not good for the viewer either, because now the viewer's watching. It's kind of like my video that I just did on, well, it's not really, but I did a video on blue moons and IPAs and IPA stomps. But the point is that like you like what you like, and you like what you like, and you shouldn't go somewhere and be forced to like something, just to be there kind of thing, So, again, I'm not super butthurt about, Sean's, comment, obviously, not, right? Because I just like played with my eyebrows and couldn't look at you straight in the face for a few seconds. I'm very believable, but the thing is, it is what it is. When regulars criticize, it stings, and that's just the reality of it. I mean, that's just the reality of it.